Take a moment and think. How much better would your business be if everyone on your team was actively engaged? They were creatively solving problems and truly inspired to do their best work in your business. What more could you accomplish? I think more importantly, how less stressed would you feel and what would be possible? We work with business owners who have asked themselves these questions and are tired of accepting the status quo. And honestly, we are too. If you're ready to get your business to the next level, we're here to wake you up and to show you what's possible. In today's workforce, roughly 50% of workers are disengaged. Those are the quiet quitters. But another 20%, they are actively disengaged. Those are the loud quitters. And you may feel frustrated with the people that you currently have, but at the same time, you can't find the people you need. Here's the thing. You do have the power to make changes, and you don't have to do it alone. Driven leadership exists to help unlock the full potential in your company and create a tidal wave of positive change. We offer transformative programs designed to reignite your drive and empower you and your team to truly achieve extraordinary results. Unlike other leadership training that we think sucks, Driven delivers results through hands-on and interactive processes that challenge leaders to the core of what they believe. Facing these challenges is what drives performance. This means healthier relationships and less turnover, happier team members, clear boundaries, confidence, empathy, creativity, and ultimately, increased profitability. All of these and more is possible, but it has to start with leadership. Don't take it from us. Here's what some of our clients have experienced since joining the Driven community and attending one of our trainings.
My name is Boomer Saya. I'm the head women's tennis coach here at the University of Clemson.
My name is Devin Murphy. I own Reignite Sales Solutions with my partner, Andrew.
I'm Michael Stewart. I'm the director of operations for Modally.
The lasting effects for me from Bold is run to the roar. Be absolutely fearless in chasing that, and it's okay. Adversity, embrace it. We're going to have adversity every single day in our lives.
Being a true, authentic person, not for just everybody else around me, but for myself. One of the biggest pieces of feedback I was hit with while attending Bold was, why are you showing us the fake Devin? And that's been stuck in my head since March of 2020.
Everybody goes and they kind of find this spark. What Mary and Eric at Bold or Driven have given me is I feel like they kind of lit a spark, and it was up to me to go, blow on that spark and let it grow. And the biggest takeaway I took from Bold was to foster resilience. I talk about it as my why with everybody.
If you feel like you're searching for something and you haven't really quite found it yet, Mary and Driven for Success and Eric, they unlock that. They help you reach that potential.
Do you struggle to relate to and understand your team? Do you struggle to communicate your vision? Do you struggle to find talent? If so, you should probably go. It'll shatter a couple paradigms for you and make you feel more whole and complete as a leader.
If you're sitting on the fence, you're going to look back after you go and regret you didn't do it sooner.
We hear a lot of, one day we'll do this. When we get out of our busy season, or when we have the right people on our team, or maybe when we have some room in our budget. Well, how long is it going to be? One day. And when are you going to set aside the excuses and realize change won't happen without your commitment to it? Let's make today day one. We're offering a limited time offer that not only includes a free consultation, but a deep dive for you as a leader with our Intermetrics tool, all for free. And I do mean for free. If you're serious about wanting to lead differently, then schedule a call today with us to evaluate which training is best for your team. On the call, we'll help you identify the biggest roadblocks and create a plan for you to unlock your full potential. Even if we're not the right fit, you'll leave the call with a clear plan of action and massive value to start moving forward in your leadership journey, making today your day one. So Driven started over 14 years ago. And it's when we sat down and we started looking at what would be possible if there were leaders that not only just focused on the outcomes of the business, meaning just focusing on those top and bottom line revenue, which are important, but they also got passionate about intentionally building a business on the foundation of their people, a healthy environment that fosters creativity, that enables growth, and it allows people to pursue the best versions of themselves. So we developed training. And what we found was that the business thrived. Our trainings are built on 3 core principles that translate personal breakthroughs into business results. And when leaders can unlock these, all the ceilings become removed. First of all, awareness leads to consistency. Our programs place you and your team in scenarios that force you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to look in the mirror and truly evaluate, where are you as a leader? This process forces awareness and it challenges assumptions, developing the ability to solve problems, to communicate effectively, and to work collaboratively. Second, unity leads to accountability. We understand the negative connotations behind accountability because in unhealthy environments, it really just ends up being a weapon instead of a tool that produces learning and growth. It often feels like a personal attack. So we have created training that brings care and connection within the team, producing the foundations of trust and buy-in needed for accountability. It stops being personal and becomes about being better. They start being comfortable with being held accountable and have each other's backs when things get tough, creating a we culture over a me culture. This produces an atmosphere where wins are celebrated together and failures are seen as opportunities to learn and grow. This is the picture of true accountability in a business. When teams operate this way, growth, it's inevitable. Lastly, engagement leads to sustainability. Great leaders make hard things look easy. For businesses under 500 employees, leadership development becomes imperative to sustain growth in the business. We know that it's important for managers to run the day-to-day systems, but if their leadership is poor, scalability, it's unsustainable. They're unable to motivate and inspire their team to do the things that matter. With engaged leaders, your business can scale intentionally. Our trainings, they create an environment and scenarios that teach your managers how to connect the dots and pivot as those bumps occur in the road. Scalability begins and ends with the leader's ability to perform at this level with their team. A well-managed team can handle the bumps in the road, keeping your business moving forward towards sustainable excellence. Leadership isn't something we fall into. It's something we become. It's not something we do, it's something we live. It's not just something we talk about, it's something we show. So we've developed processes and scenarios that force you to take action. To some, they may feel like throwing you in the deep end and making you swim. But we've built a system that coaches you through it and gets you to step into your full potential. Each training is designed with the goal of behavioral change. And we want to be a part of that change and walk you through each step of that journey with you. At this point, you know why we do this and what results we can get for your team. But above all, the most important thing is that you, as the leader, you're willing to change. But if you're still wondering what's next and how this looks practically for your business, we follow a 4-step method that we believe is the path for developing leadership in any business. The first step, we know that all businesses are different. The first thing we do is we get an idea of where the current leadership is, what are some of the biggest gaps your team is facing, and from there, we develop a plan that outlines what assessments and trainings are really needed. Our second step is that we implement that plan, and specifically at the top level of the organization. The best first step in any plan is develop the highest level of leaders of the organization because they have the most influence. As it raises the ability of the top of the organization, you'll create an actual vacuum that causes your talented employees to excel and to step into the gap. This leads to step 3 of our process, which is to develop the mid-level management and the top performers. Many organizations, they focus on developing their low performers, which generally does very little to improve the overall culture, the team, or the organization. Our next step is to focus on the top performers at any level of the business. This creates champions within the organization that will inevitably raise the level of leadership across the board. And then we have step 4, which is clear sustainability and measurement. With a focus on continued growth and excelling at internal training in the onboarding process, the sky's the limit. Whether it's winning a national title, bringing in record profits, or eliminating turnover, the experiential development we provide will change your business and your life. The next step is simple. Choose today. At this point, you have listened to how we develop, why we do it, and the ways in which we do it. How much longer are you going to keep saying, one day? Let's make today day one. Click the button, schedule the call, and let's go.